My name is Raven Harris. At 23 years old, I founded and funded my first multi-million-dollar acquisition. I did it with no mentorship, no help, and no college degree. In life, to get things done, you need a lot of energy. The two most important factors on energy or having unlimited motivation are going to be the skill set and the goal. You always need two things to get energy from work. One is that the goal is big enough to keep you motivated. And the second is that you need to be good enough at the skill in order to achieve the goal. So take, for example, that you have an opportunity at hand where the goal is massive. Let's say you want to be an NBA basketball player. Well, the goal is worth the motivation. The opportunity that comes from trying to be a professional NBA basketball player is completely life-changing. You know, you have the opportunity to make billions of dollars. You can set yourself up for success for generations to come, and you'll get to have a lifestyle that other people would only dream of. You need a goal big enough to keep you motivated. Without that large goal, you lose motivation. So it's very, very, very important that the goal that you choose, right, the overall action that you want to take is always going to be energized by how large the goal is. On the second hand, you have to have the skill set to go along with it. You could want to be the world's greatest basketball player all day, but without your skill set to match, then you won't stay motivated, and you need both. If you have all the skill in the world but no opportunity, there's no way you stay motivated. You could be the world's best hole digger, but the opportunity is so small that there's no way to stay motivated long term. At some point, you're going to give up. And it's the same if the goal is massive, like being that NBA player, but you don't have the skill set, because as time goes on, you realize that you can't compete at the highest levels and you give up. And so if you want to figure out how people are able to stay motivated, it's because they have both criteria. They have a goal so big that it makes no sense for them to do anything else. And they're so good at it, or have the opportunity to get good at it, that it keeps them motivated because they know how achievable it is. When you actually start to feel the energy of what it takes to get close to a goal and know that it's achievable, you don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You wake up every day ready to get after it because it doesn't make sense not to. The opportunity is there. It's like you see clearly your path ahead and you know exactly what to do to get there. You just have to do it. So you won't need all the life hacks and all the discipline and all the motivation to get you there. You just need to keep doing what you know you need to do. It's always funny that people are always trying to figure out how to stay motivated. And I'm like, I already know the second people ask me about motivation and discipline, it's because their goals are too small or they're not good at what they're trying to do. You could want to be the best salesman in the world, but if you suck at sales and you have no opportunity to get better, it's just not your skill set, then you're not going to stay motivated. Within 2 to 3 months, you'll have the motivation that everyone has in the beginning of starting something new, and then you'll give up on it like everybody else. What's better to do is just right in the beginning, pick a goal that's large enough for you to stay motivated to. I remember there was a time when I was trying to learn how to do real estate wholesaling. I'd get on the phone every single day, and I would call all these people who did not want to talk to me and they didn't want to spend any time on the phone. And I was basically cold calling. And I remember I hated it. Every single day I would come back and I would, get off work from the military and I'd get home and I'd start making phone calls until nighttime. While the skill set was there, I was getting really good at talking to people on the phone. The goal wasn't big enough to keep me motivated. I would have to do months of talking to people who literally hated being on the phone with me just for them to decide that they were going to flip their house and I would make $5,000 or $10,000 from it. So by the end of the year, even if I did a crazy amount, let's say 4 or 5 flips, I only make $50K. To me, that's not a massive amount of number to keep me motivated. And so after about 3 to 6 months of me trying a whole bunch of different stuff, I realized it just wasn't for me and I just stopped doing it. And the thing about that opportunity was that it was good for me to learn that because I learned it at a young age. I learned that I didn't want to waste time spending my life on goals that just weren't big enough to keep me motivated. And I didn't want to do things that I wasn't good at. Why not only do things that you have an edge in? Take opportunities to get after something in business where you're going to be already ahead of the competition. From the jump, already know your skill set. Why not apply those skills? Everybody has God-given talents. Go apply those to whatever it is that you want to do, and then go pick a goal that's so massive that it doesn't make sense not to go after it. It's so motivating every single day when you wake up that you're completely excited to get out of bed. You don't need energy. You don't need motivation. You don't need discipline. You have a goal. You have a life that is so desirable that even just discussing it with other people, they're motivated to see you get it, right? And it's only when you have that framework of a large goal and a great skill set in combination that you have unlimited motivation. So this is the path to get literally an unlimited amount of motivation from the world. Just go after something that's big and go all in on it.